All right, we're gonna try it one more time. Is there an echo this time? No echo? All right, very good. 36th District Court is now in session with Judge Shannon A. Holmes serving as the presiding judge. Good morning to all of you. We are going to get started. We have our attorneys on this morning. Let me have you all place your appearance on the record at this time. You may proceed.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391 on behalf of Specialty Court.
All right, good morning, Ms. Warfield and Attorney Griffin.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor, to you and your court staff. Herman Griffin, P77169 for, I guess, traffic court.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. It looks like we're not going to have anything for traffic. We have a couple of 8:30, so we'll see what happens. All right, very good. And then we have Attorney Ponce Clay that is observing on today. I'm going to have you go ahead and place your name and P number on the record for us.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Ponce D. Clay, P83664, observing the docket, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much. We are going to get started. Mr. Morgan, you have a couple of promotions that we're going to start with on today. And so let's do it.
Good morning, Your Honor. Samante Morgan, Specialty Court Coordinator.
All right, Mr. Morgan, who do we have up first? Good morning.
Let's see, do we have Mr. Kidd?
Mr. Kidd is on this morning.
Mr. Kidd.
Mr. Kidd, come on and unmute for me.
How you doing?
I am well. How are you this morning?
I'm beautiful.
That's good. Well, it is a beautiful morning for you because you are getting promoted on this morning.
All right.
All right. I have the following for you: 190-460-5701. State your full name.
George Regis Kidd.
All right, Mr. Kidd. Mr. Morgan, tell Mr. Kidd why you are recommending him for promotion today.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Sorry, let me make sure. Where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, there you go. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm back. Mr. Kidd, we staffed your case yesterday in staffing. I know Ms. Taylor is your case manager. She had some wonderful things to say about you yesterday. She said you're doing absolutely well in our specialty court. You're in compliance with treatment. You're in compliance with your drug screens. So we're recommending that you be promoted, Judge, if I'm not mistaken, to phase 3 today, right, Judge?
That is correct.
So you're going to be promoted, Mr. Kidd. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. Ms. Taylor might be on when you get off or might not, but she has some really nice things to say to you. The team all agreed to promote you to phase 3. So congratulations, Mr. Kidd.
Thank you.
All right. I need everybody to join me in celebrating Mr. Kidd on his promotion to phase 3, Mr. Kidd. All right. You're not going to see me as often. This is for all of our promotees, but just know that I am still connected. I will still know what's going on. And so don't hesitate to reach out should you need anything, okay?
I will log on just to see you guys at any time.
Yes, sir. And you can do that. You certainly can do that. All right, Mr. Morgan, what's next for Mr. Kidd?
Mr. Kidd, we're going to give Mr. Kidd an incentive since he's being promoted a little early today. Promoted today. We're going to let him leave court early. He don't have to observe today. So that's going to be one of your incentives. Once the judge release you, after she gets done talking, then we'll see you on, we'll give you a return to court date. Just to say today is the 14th. We will give you a face-to-face for September 28th, and then you'll return to see Judge Holmes on October 5th.
October 5th? Okay.
Yep, so Ms. Taylor, we'll call you for your face-to-face on September 28th, okay?
Okay.
You'll see the judge on October 5th. At 8:35, October 5th, and then 10:35 for September 28th.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Kidd. Congratulations to you. Enjoy the rest of your week, okay?
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Have a great.
Bye-bye.
All right. I have up next for promotion, I have Mr. Rhea.
Hello,
Hello, Mr. Rhea. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you. I'm going to place your case number on the record, 210-593-4901. Today is your day, Mr. Rhea. You are being promoted. Come on, Mr. Morgan, tell us why.
Good morning, Mr. Rhea. I'm standing in for Ms. Taylor, who's your case manager. We staffed your case yesterday. She has some wonderful things to say about you. She said you're an absolute pleasure to be supervising. She said you're in compliance with all your conditions of your specialty court order, your testing, you're doing your counseling. Anytime she needs to get in touch with you, she could find you. You haven't had any contact with the criminal justice system other than Judge Holmes. So we're very proud of you, Mr. Rhea. Keep up the good job. And we're recommending that Mr. Rhea be promoted to phase 4 today.
All right, Mr. Rhea, what do you think of that?
I think that's awesome.
I think it's awesome too. I think that you're ready to go. And so I need everyone to join me in celebrating Mr. Rhea on his promotion to phase 4 on today. Congratulations, Mr. Rhea. You are on your way. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Nope.
All right, Mr. Morgan, what's next?
Judge, he's also going to receive an incentive this morning. He received his judicial applause. He's going to be able to leave early today. You don't have to sit and just listen to court today. So that's going to be your incentive. And then also, we're going to get him a return to court date. He'll have a face-to-face with Ms. Taylor on October the 5th at 10:35 a.m. And he will return to see you, Your Honor, on October 12th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. So congratulations again, Mr. Rhea. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, but congratulations.
Thank you
All
so much.
right, very good. Take care. Tell your mom hello. I see you, Mom. All right, congratulations. All right, you are free to
Thank you.
leave.
All righty, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right, I don't see there's Mr. Vincent Tainer. He is right on time.
Yes, it looks like he is. And then Ms. Taylor is also in. So.
I see Miss Taylor. All right, Mr. Vincent Tainer, you are right on time. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 190-451-9601. State your full name.
John David Bissentainer.
All right, Mr. Vicentainer, I believe today is your day. Oh my, I got a smile, I even got a laugh. Oh my goodness, Mr. Vicentainer, you know it has been quite a journey, right?
It has, it's a relief, but I feel like I'm definitely leaving in the best place I've been in since I entered this program. I fully intend on continuing my outpatient treatment. I'm very happy with my treatment team. I'm very happy with where my life is at. I have job interviews coming up since I've been applying for jobs. And, I've been applying for quite the gamut of jobs since I've been out of the workforce, but I have a few interviews that I'm genuinely very excited for. And I know that we've battled back and forth over these past couple years, but
yes, we have.
I know that we haven't always agreed on what the next course should be in the treatment, but I know that your decisions always came from a genuine place of care and concern, and not everyone recovers in the same way. So it's not a one size fits all thing. It has to be what works for the individual and what their recovery looks like. But I can appreciate that even when I was frustrated or thought that your decisions were coming from a place of genuine care and wanting me to succeed.
I'm glad you finally came to that conclusion, Mr. Vicentainer, because every decision that I made Even when I know there were times you were so angry with me, it was because I care about you. I wanted the best for you. And I could see you beyond where you were physically located and emotionally located. And so that was the only thing that was motivating me. And so I'm glad that at some point you decided to work the program. Listen, you may be leaving us today, but I need you to know that we are always available to you. You can pick up the phone, you can come into the courtroom physically, you can dial into the courtroom. We are available to you. And so I just want to encourage you to stay connected to us. You don't have to have a case to be connected to us. We never throw you away. Once you're a part of this program, you're always a part of our family. So you don't have to go out there and do something wrong. You can just pick up the phone and say, Judge, I'm thinking about doing something wrong. And we can help you and point you in the right direction and connect you to resources, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can I count on you to do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Come on, Ms. Taylor, tell us what you're recommending for Mr. Vicentainer today.
I am recommending on today that Mr. John Vicentainer be successfully discharged from probation and mental health court. Mr. Vicentainer was in phase 3 of our 3-phase program. He was originally admitted into our program on August 12th of 2020. Since then, Mr. Vicentainer has had a long journey, as we discussed, but he is currently very active and compliant with his mental health services. He is thriving and doing well. He was compliant with his drug testing 3 times a week. He completed all of his assigned community service hours as the original 40 hours in addition to another 32 hours. And he has met some of his proximal goals as well as some of his distal goals. He is healthy today. He is mentally stable today. And on today, I again recommend that he be successfully discharged.
All right, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Vicentainer on his completion of our specialty court. Congratulations. Listen, Mr. Vicentainer, the matter that brought you into our program was a drinking and driving related offense. It is not dismissible. However, it can be and will be closed with improvement, which will serve you greatly in the future with respect to insurance and things of that nature. And then I also want Attorney Warfield, we talked about this, to get on track with the expungement piece, because I believe this was your first drinking and driving related offense. And I know there's a time period he has to wait, but you certainly want to get on track with that. And Ms. Warfield, maybe he should just call you to get that information, because we want our clients to know what they need to do and not just send them out there blindly.
Absolutely. And Mr. Vicentainer, I'm also going to talk to you about your license stuff too. So I'll give you a call a little bit later on. And we can talk about all of that, but congratulations. We are so proud of you.
Thank you. I got your message yesterday. I didn't want to call you after hours, so I figured that I would see you in court today and just let you know to call me when you're done with court.
Absolutely. I'm sure I'll probably give you a call from my cell phone. So look out for that. But
thank you.
No problem.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Mr. Vicentainer, I'm proud of you. You're going to get your certificate of completion. I want you to go and be great. Stop in every now and again and just let us know you're still on track. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
You as well.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. We have our phase 3 individuals that we are going to do as well. I'm going to start with Antonia Smith. Ms. Smith, are you ready? Unmute for me. I'm going to place your case number on the record. For Antonia Smith, I have Z807-3141. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. 1 second, you all.
I don't know why they drunk off. They drunk all my cream for my coffee.
All right. Can you all hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm having every imaginable technical difficulty this morning. My apologies. Let's do it, Ms. Smith. Are you ready? Antonia Smith?
Yes,
All right, let's do it. I have case number Z807-3141. Ms. Smith, how are you doing on today?
I'm fine. How's your day going?
Yeah, it's all over the place. Listen, but I'm here and we gonna get it done. Ms. Smith,
Yes,
only have a couple of things left to do for us. Are you gonna get them done?
yes, I am.
You promise?
Yes, I promise.
All right, when you gonna get it done, Ms. Smith?
Starting next week, I had a little thing going on, so everybody that's around me, they donate and help me. So starting next week, I'm gonna make some payments.
All right, that's what I want to hear. Very good. So start next week, you'll make some payments. Very good. Has anything been going on that you need us to assist you with?
No, I talked to Jasmine about my driving my license situation. She said she was gonna get back to me, so I'm waiting on her with that.
All right, very good. And Ms. Taylor, have you involved the attorneys? So that
Yes.
they can make sure they're legally advising her on what she needs to do license-wise?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Taylor, what else do you have to report out?
That Ms. Smith is doing a really good job right now. She's complying with her court order, everything that you've ordered her to do. She is complying with her treatment plan at her service provider. She is employed. She also had completed her additional community service hours to go towards her fines. So the only thing that I would recommend on today is I did want to recommend a reduction in her screens because she does screen 3 times a week. So if we can reduce that to 2 times a week.
All right, there was
Minimum
no
2 times.
objection. There was no objection from the team, and so I am reducing those screens to 2 times per week. So now, Ms. Smith, don't mess this up, okay?
I'm not. I'm on my job.
All right, ma'am, because listen, all right now, listen. Okay, all right.
And I did want to add, Judge, I know you don't like to discuss the money, but like I said, her community service, she did an additional 32 hours. So now I just want to put on record, Ms. Smith, as we talked about, that you need to start paying towards that balance. You are in phase 3 of our 3-phase program. And that could be like your only holdup. So just make sure that you start making payments towards your fines.
Okay.
All right, very good. If nothing else, what's next for Ms. Smith?
Ms. Smith would have a face-to-face with me on October 5th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. And
All right.
as an incentive, Ms. Smith was going to leave early today.
All right, Ms. Smith, you are all set. You get to leave. Enjoy your day.
You too. Thank you.
All
Yeah.
right, keep up the great work, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. All right, Ms. Taylor, who do we have up next? I'm gonna try to do a couple of phase 2. As a matter of fact, I have the following people in phase 2. Catrice Horton. Ms. Horton didn't have any issues, right, Ms. Taylor?
Correct. The only thing with Ms. Horton was waiting on that confirmation screen. If you recall, we discussed that I did
Yeah.
talk to her therapist about. So, but other than that, she's great.
All right, very good. And so I'm sorry, I have one more phase 3 that I need to do. Miss Thomas, you cannot come to court with your bed clothes on or your bed rag on your head. You can't do that. I don't get to come to court that way.
It was not a bed rag, and I'm not in my pajamas.
Okay, you had something on your head, Miss Thomas. So I'm just letting you know, next time I'm gonna save your case till last. So, but today you in phase 3, so we're gonna go ahead and do your case. And so here we go. I have case number 210-606-3501. How are you today, Miss Thomas?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Get your attitude together. I need to give you a moment to adjust.
Nope.
You sure? Because I will. All right. The attorney, Ms. Warfield, is going to have some conversation with you about how we're going to proceed with Lake Ridge. You've been there for a while. How are they coming with your house?
Still stuff that has to be done.
I'm sorry?
I said it's still stuff that has to be done.
Okay. All right. And you've been working, right?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Thomas, so what's going to happen is you're going to have to pick up some of that cost for your living expenses. We've been paying it for, I think, about 3 months now. We can't afford to do it anymore. So
I can return to my home. Like,
well,
I'm not paying for a place that I'm not. This not my place.
okay,
I didn't sit up here and put me here.
Okay. Oh, Ms. Thomas, now come on. You know I don't do that. You know I don't do that. So let's pull back. So what you're going to talk with your case manager and the attorney about is if your home is suitable for you to live in, then you should go back home. But you need to make sure that it's suitable for you to live in, okay? Did you hear me, Mr.? I'm gonna pass on your case. I'll come back to it. It's okay. Nope,
Nope.
nope. I'm gonna pass on her. And so I'll come back to it. Ms. Taylor, you need to call her and let her know. If she's not on here when I call her case, I'm going to issue a capias for her and we'll come out to Lake Ridge and I'll talk to her from the Wayne County Jail. Okay?
Thank you,
I'll
Judge.
give her a call, judges. That's
Yep.
my case.
No. Yep. All right, let's do it. Let's go to Catrice Horton. Ms. Horton, are you ready? I have the following. I have case number 210-444-2701. Ms. Horton, state your full name.
My name is Catrice Horton.
Good morning to you, Ms. Horton.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Okay. How are you?
I'm doing well. How's your son doing?
I'm glad you asked. Been doing a lot of praying for him. Got him and my nephew a job, working at a plant not too far from me. He's doing a lot better. I'm about to be a grandmother. So
My goodness, that's one of the best things in the whole wide world, ma'am.
I don't know how to feel about that yet, but we're gonna, we just gonna keep going with the flow. Been communicating with him a lot better. I told him, he had to pay me, because I had a few instances that happened. So one friend of his, because was suffering from the post-traumatic stress stuff, he had to have people around him. And of course, I work all the time. And someone stole my firearms and I had to report them stolen because of course I'm on probation. And it was a big deal about that. So went through that with my son and he started to get the gist of what I've been saying to him. Everyone is not your friend. I don't like everyone in my house, so on and so forth. So since then, he's been on the straight and narrow. I'm grateful. I pray every day that things continue to get better. He's getting on a better communication terms with his dad. It's been a rocky road all year. And I think that prayer, when you pray, the devil can't stand it. So it's kind of like, you're going to go through some things, I've been dealing with a lot this year and it's like, I'm starting to see a little bit more of the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm getting a little bit more clarity with things and I just hope that stays.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Very good. Miss Taylor, I got your message about Miss Thomas. Tell her she's not eligible for a Zoom hearing today. She must report to 36th District Court on today. She must report before 10:30 a.m. Otherwise, she will be picked up and brought to the Wayne County Jail. Okay, she has to report in person.
Did you catch that, Mr. Morgan? You're muted, sir.
All right. All right, Miss Horton, listen,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want you to continue to hang in there. You are working hard. I know you have a lot on your plate. Things are going to get better, but you've got to stay committed.
Mhm.
You've got to stay
My
committed.
son was saying something. He don't know I'm in court. I'm in court. Okay.
All right. And so stay committed. Listen, Miss Taylor told me about a test result that came back. We have to get a confirmation. I don't want to put it on YouTube, but we're going to get a confirmation and then we'll go from there. I'm not going to respond to it or react to it until we get that confirmation. Okay?
Okay. Can I explain that though?
No,
You could
I
just
don't-
know. I actually talked to your therapist about it, Ms. Horton, so don't stress about it. You can circle back to me. Just give me a chance to finish up with court and then I can talk to you this afternoon, but just don't stress about it right now.
Right.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
in great shape. You're in great shape. Okay?
I do have a question though.
Okay.
When will I get to phase 3? Like, okay, prior to that, I haven't had not one
Can I interrupt?
messy
Yeah.
drop.
I was gonna say you are doing
No,
fantastic,
nothing,
and I
I've been
actually
compliant.
I was gonna recommend you this court hearing, but I just have to wait on that confirmation now. So that's it. So
Okay.
I would say at our next one, I just
All
need this out of the way, but you are doing great. So don't think that you're not. You are on track.
And I must say, it's not coming from the therapist. That's why I asked, can I re-elaborate? So,
So,
but
Miss
we'll get to that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to put that on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't want to-
Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
just
I'm
don't.
sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Very good. No, it's okay, but you're doing a great job. All right.
Yeah.
Miss Taylor, what's next for Miss Horton?
Ms. Horton will complete a face-to-face with myself on September 28th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
And if we have that confirmation back, she can come back on that date for her promotion, okay?
Yes, okay.
How about that, Ms. Horton?
You said what, ma'am? I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
If everything comes back good, which it will, then you can come on that day. Ms. Taylor will let you know so that you can do your promotion, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. All right, I need just 1 second, Ms. Taylor and Mr. Morgan and Ms. Warfield, please look at your text message. Give me a second.
Okay.
Myself on for this.
Ms. Horton, you are free to leave. You are all done.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't ever say anything, so I didn't want to leave in trouble.
No. You are not in trouble. You are all
Oh.
set there.
Okay, thank you. You guys have a good day.
All right, you do the same. Thank you so much.
All right.
Right,
Bye-bye.
let's keep going. We have next, we're gonna do some phase twos, and actually, Mr. Morgan, I don't know if you, I'm having every technical difficulty that I could possibly have on this morning. So you all are probably not getting my information. If you are a phase two person, that is Cynthia Milling. Is Miss Milling on?
Ms. Milling, turn your camera back on. There she is.
All right, Miss Milling is not having any issues. Is that correct, Miss Taylor?
Yes, correct. She's doing great.
All right, Miss Milling, you are doing a fantastic job with respect to working your programming. And so, Miss Milling, did you have any issues for the court on today?
Oh, yes, I was doing great, but I have a lot of issues that just came up yesterday.
Okay, have you talked with your case manager about them?
No, because I had talked to Miss Taylor
Earlier yesterday.
earlier yesterday, but everything hit soon as I seen the foot doctor. So remember, I went to the foot doctor afterwards.
Okay.
So I have a 5th metatarsal head.
Hold on, no, Miss Milling, we don't put our medical stuff out on YouTube. We don't do that. So this is what I'm gonna have you do. I am going to have you reach out. I'm going to have you reach out to Miss Taylor to update her with that information, okay?
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna have you do. And then Miss Taylor will make sure that she informs the court as to what is actually going on with you. But we don't put our medical information on the record. You don't want that out for the whole world to have access to, okay?
Yes, but I do have another question. I know that I'm not in phase 3 yet, but because I'm coming up with some financial troubles, I wanted to know if I would be able to go to once a week dropping it, at least until I go back to work. I don't go back to work for another 4 weeks, and I won't be getting paid while I'm off work.
So Ms. Milling, that's something that me and you will discuss, and then I can circle back and speak to the judge off record.
Okay.
So all of that, just remember all of your questions, and then just give me an opportunity to finish up a court, and then I can call you this afternoon.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Taylor.
No problem.
Very good, very good. And so you want to make sure that you have those discussions with your case manager, okay?
Yes.
All
Well, I
right.
do have an appointment scheduled to see Miss Helms on September 22nd, and I will be attending group tomorrow at 5:30.
All right, very good. You know, I was concerned about that group. So I'm glad
Yes.
you're going. All right, Ms. Milling, I have to put your case number on the record, B8083691. And Ms. Taylor, what's next for Ms. Milling?
Ms. Milling is going to have a face-to-face with me on September 28th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Ms. Milling?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And
All
because she's doing great, we did put her on the list for an incentive to be dismissed early.
Absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful. Then you are dismissed, Ms. Milling. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Judge Holmes. You have a great day.
All right, very good. Let's keep going. I have for phase 2, Mr. McQueen. Is he on with us this morning?
Yes. Unmute yourself, Mr. McQueen.
All right, Mr. McQueen, we have case number 200-596-6501. State your full name.
Jeffrey McQueen.
All right, and so you're not having any issues, are you, Mr. McQueen?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
No.
Give me 1 second. All right, let's do it. All right, Mr. McQueen, are you having any issues?
No.
None? All right, you taking care of business?
Yes.
Okay, well, why you sound like that this morning? You're not happy to see us this morning?
I'm happy.
Okay.
You know, he works third shift, Judge. He
Okay,
just
because
got
I'm
off
like,
of work.
Mr. Queen, I've seen you better days, better times, sir. All right, so you just a little tired this morning?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad you working. I was about to take this personal, but I won't. All right, you need us to help you with anything, Mr. McQueen?
No.
No? All right, Miss Taylor, what do you have for Mr. McQueen?
He is doing very well. He is also in compliance with his court order and treatment plan. He's actively doing his screens. He's negative, no issues there. And he's actively participating in his services.
All right, very good. Mr. McQueen, you have any questions for us?
I don't know if you know, but I got my CDL.
I heard, and I'm so proud of you. I am. Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Y'all, can we celebrate Mr. McQueen?
Yes.
He got his CDL. So proud of you, sir. All right. All right. And so, Mr. McQueen, what else you want to share with me?
It's nothing new.
Nothing new? All right. I appreciate that you're taking care of business. You're doing things to better yourself. And I hope that New York is going to work out. I'm still rooting for you. So I want you to hang in there, okay? All right, come on, give him a date so he can go to bed, Miss Taylor. What you
Yes,
got?
he will also have a face-to-face with myself on September 28th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. And as an incentive, he was on the list to be dismissed from court early today.
All right, Mr. McQueen, you are leaving us.
Thank you.
Take care. Get some rest, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready to go to Miss Edwards, Sammy Edwards. I have for Sammy Edwards, case number 200-440-7801. Ms. Edwards, unmute and state your full name for me.
Good morning. My name is Sammy. That's Sammie. Last name Edwards.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Edwards. Good morning, Cyrell.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you both doing this morning?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. All right. Now, Ms. Edwards, you know I don't have no poker face. And you know I staff with my team every week. And I just heard that there was something going on in a conversation in the way you were talking to Cyrell, and in a conversation during a meeting with your case coordinator. And this is what I want to say. I'm not going to go into, and I'm gonna let bygones be bygones, but you know I don't have a poker face, so I got to speak my piece before I can move on. Ms. Edwards, you must be kind to the hand that assists you. You must be. You must be kind. You know, my mother used to say you can't bite the hand that feeds you because it may just slap you in the face and you will still be hungry. That's what my mother used to say to me. You can't bite the hand that's feeding because it'll slap you in the face and then you'll be hungry. So I just want to make sure that, and this is not just for Ms. Edwards, this is for everyone. I know we've been in this pandemic. I know we're dealing with, we're isolated. Everybody's on edge. You got to come to court. You got to sit and wait. You got to listen to the judge. You got to go test. Everybody's irritated. Me too. However, we still have to be kind and respectful to everyone, not just to the staff and to the court, but to those people that are in your corner cheering you on. That's for the whole court. Those folks that are in your corner cheering you on. That's all I'm gonna say, Ms. Evans.
Holmes.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you ask Cyrell? You've only heard one side of it. Can you ask Cyrell what happened?
Well, you know what? It's not, I'm not gonna air it out on YouTube because I'm not angry with you. I'm just indicating that there was a tone that was heard. And we just want to make sure that at all times, we're all being kind to each other, especially the hand that feeds us, because you know Cyrell has been wonderful. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Judge Holmes.
Hey.
I just want to share with you, and I know that Mr. Morgan had, reached out to mom's therapist. I'm not sure if they were ever able to have that call. But as I spoke with Mr. Morgan as well, and I know that you are not upset, but you folks know about some of the conditions that, mom's dealing with. And when we do our research, right, like, I'll be genuine with you, like, this is a part of the monster that we are dealing with. And so I want to call that into this space because
I understand it.
I just want that to be known because we did, and I'm not sure if Mr. Morgan ever spoke with a therapist. Like, it was not this, so I just wanted to call.
And he didn't paint it out as it was some monster or anything of that nature. That is not how Mr. Morgan conveyed it to me. But I wanted to make sure, I thought it was a good way to segue into for everyone. We need to be kind to each other. I mean, just look at the news, the whole world, we need to be kind to one another, right? And especially the hand that feeds us, the person that helps us, the people that are there cheering us on, okay? So other than that, it was reported that your mom, that Ms. Edwards, that you're doing well. We do need some information from one of your doctors. I want you to have some conversation with Mr. Morgan about that, because we may need your help in getting that information. Not may, we will need your help in getting that information. Okay? We've not been able to get it. So, Mr. Morgan, was there anything you wanted to add to that?
Just briefly, Judge, I have had a few conversations with Ms. Edwards. She seems to be doing very well. I have no complaints at this time. She's in compliance. She stated she'll make some payments this month. I just need to, she did provide me the information for her therapist. I reached out, I have been unsuccessful. So she could kind of remind them or give them my number and tell them to give me a call so I can get an updated progress report from them. That'll be great. But other than that, no complaints from regarding Ms. Edwards.
All right, very good. All right, so yes. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Mr. Ahmed, I sent you a message several times. Please answer the chat message to me directly. I've sent you several messages. Please answer the chat message. Thank you. And Ms. Edwards, I just want to say it's good to see you. It's good to see you. I just want to say hi. It's good to see you both.
Great to see you. When I saw you, I wanted you to know that. So I may be giving you a call. So if I can
You
find
can still call me. It's okay. It's never a problem.
Will you write the number down, please, Real?
Will you chat us your number again, please?
I'll chat you all right now. Hold on 1 second. There you go. And then I'm going to a breakout room with another person now. So I just want to say hi.
Taylor, you have some phase one individuals on?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. So I have 3 that I can go into a breakout room with, and then 2 of them, Miss Warfield is going to go into a breakout room and talk to.
Okay.
So I was just about to check. Who are you co-host? No, Miss
Let me
Wilson.
see. Yeah, Miss Wilson. Who would you like first, Miss Taylor?
Mr. Cruz.
Actually, before we do that, I don't want to have you in a breakout room and then when the judge come back, it slow down the docket. So
You want to wait on her?
yeah, because we can get permission from because actually, yeah. So I just don't want to. We'll be kind of waiting if you go into
That's
breakout.
fine.
So let me see.
That's basically all that was left.
Okay. So I just left your phase one. So no phase twos for you. Okay, no phase threes. Okay, cool. Well, I guess we won't slow up the docket then. So go right ahead and Ms. Wilson, can you put Ms. Taylor and who would you like first, Ms. Taylor?
Mr. Augustine Cruz.
And Ms. Cruz in the breakout room?
Anyone else, Mr. Morgan?
Ms. Warfield, you're going in the breakout room with?
I do. I need to go into a breakout room with Miss Gregory and Mr. Mott. So I can, if I can speak with Miss Gregory first, that would be great.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Mr. Morgan, Mr. Cruz didn't accept the invite.
Well, I think we're gonna go one at a time. So she.
Oh, okay.
Yes, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
So Mr. Cruz never went into the breakout room. Ms. Wilson, Mr. Cruz, do you know how to accept the breakout invitation? Mr. Cruz, can you hear me?
Yes,
Do you know how to accept the invitation to go into the breakout room?
no,
Okay. So then you can just wait for the judge to return. Ms. Wilson, can you then instead put me in a breakout room with Ms. Dominique Light?
Sure.
Thank you.
Ms. Wilson, do you have the capability of just putting Mr. Cruz in the breakout room without him accepting the invite?
No, I don't.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Mr. Calamy? Can you hear me, Mr. Calamy? How you doing, Mr. Calamy?
all right.
Good. Ms. Wilson, can you put Mr. Calamy and myself in the breakout room, please?
Put you back in the apartment.
Ms. Wilson, can you please put me in a breakout room with Mr. Terry Kelly?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Mr. Kelly, can you press that invitation when you get it on your screen?
All right, Ms. Wilson, can I get placed into a breakout room with Mr. Mott, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're doing too much stuff.
Ms. Gregory, go on mute.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Cruz, can you hear me, Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz, can you hear me? Yeah, you have to unmute, okay? Can you unmute?
Okay.
So, Mr. Cruz, we're
Yes, sir.
gonna send you an invite, right?
Huh?
We're gonna send you an invite. It's gonna flash on the screen of your device. Are you on a cell phone or a tablet?
I can hear you.
Are you on a cell phone?
Cell phone?
Are you on a cell phone right now? No. What are you zooming in on, a computer?
Hold on, let me get somebody to help me.
All right, Mr. Morgan. Uh-oh, did I just miss Mr. Morgan?
I'm right here, Judge.
Cyrell and Ms. Edwards, my apologies. My apologies, I'm multitasking
Okay.
this morning. Clearly, I'm not doing a good job at it, but I'm trying. All right, so Cyrell, we're saying about the information that we need to get from the doctors. I want you to have that discussion with Mr. Morgan. We will need your help on that, okay? We just want to make sure that for our record keeping purposes, that we're doing everything that we're supposed to do, okay? So no one can call into question the type of program that I've tailored for your mom, okay?
Absolutely. Can I say something really quick?
Yes, absolutely.
So before you left, I know that we had mentioned Mr. Morgan talking to the therapist.
Mhm.
So to that point, I spoke with Michelle on Friday because mom had an appointment, and Michelle said that she has called the number that we have multiple times, but it is saying that that number is not in service. So I'm not sure if there is like a technical issue. I'm not sure what's going on. And I can reassure that Michelle has the right number, but I know Michelle has reached out, and she reached out that day that Mr. Morgan called, but she was not successful in reaching him.
All right, Mr. Morgan, did you get that?
Yeah, I just need to double check the number and
Can
see.
we confirm that today?
Yes. Can we confirm with them today?
Yes, my number is 313-965-3837.
Records does he want? Thank you. Some medical records we're gonna have to get. And so number two, in addition to that, Judge, and I hope that this is not inappropriate. I have reached out to Mr. Morgan multiple times, and I have tried to explain some of the issue, you know, without delving into it on YouTube, but it seems as though we are having a bit of a hiccup. I have asked him to call me and to reach out to me when he is also talking with mom due to her condition. That is some assistance that we need, but it seems as though he has been unable to do that. And I'm just trying to figure out what can we do to mitigate that? Because if I don't have the information, you know, the situation we're dealing with, like,
I understand. So, and I'm going to let Mr. Morgan respond, but this is what I will say. We have lost some staffing in our specialty court that your mom is a part of. Mr. Morgan has his duties as a coordinator, as well as he has taken on a caseload, not a case. He's taken on a caseload. And so with that, he is stretched in, as you can see, all of us, we are stretched in 100 ways. Now we're doing things to get our staffing back up to par, but you know, it doesn't happen overnight, especially when you're talking about specialty court, right? And so what is happening is that, and I'll let Mr. Morgan respond, is that he cannot duplicate efforts. And so if he's reaching out to you and he's not able to get to you, he's got to reach out to your mom, because there's information that Mr. Morgan has to give me in staffing. And so that's just how it rolls out. So I'm going to ask you to be a little bit patient with him, because he's doing two roles, and they are two separate and distinct roles. And as a coordinator, he has a whole host of duties that have nothing to do with the courtroom. And he's also taken on a caseload that has everything to do with the courtroom. But Mr. Morgan, I'll let you respond if there's something more. And maybe you all can come up with something.
Yeah, I think this is a easy solution. We actually talked about this in staffing. One thing that I'm always going to do, I'm always going to be truthful and transparent with this court. So anything that you and I discuss or your mom discuss, I'm going to make sure that I let my team know. So I call the number that I have on file. Now, maybe that's your mom number. Maybe I need to get your number. So usually when I call to call Miss Edwards, it's her phone. So probably what we need to do when I call a little later is to get your number. So my goal is, when I talk to your mom, you have to be present when I talk to your mom. So you can hear our conversation and I can get you that date. So what I'm gonna do is, when we get done, I'll call Mrs. Edwards and then I'll get your number, because the number I have goes directly to your mom, to Miss Edwards, and then so it's an easy fix. So Judge, I'll make sure I get the daughter's number, so we can make sure that when we have a conversation, all three of us are involved, and not just me and Miss Edwards, and then I have to talk to Miss Cyrell after the mom. So that'll be a lot. So I'll give y'all a call after we get done with staffing today to make sure I have your contact information.
I do appreciate that so much. And I want you folks to understand, as someone who, work nonprofit, I totally get that. But Judge, I want to be transparent with you as well. The last time I spoke with Mr. Morgan, the exact quote he said to me was, "As long as I speak to your mother, this will be okay." And so that's why I wanted to address the court, because I have tried to give him my contact. I have tried to communicate this, but there was some resistance. And so I do think a solution would be getting everyone's contact. And I do appreciate everyone's support here today.
Okay.
Thank you for that information. We appreciate it.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. With that, if nothing else, What's next for Ms. Edwards?
I will be doing a face-to-face. Ms. Edwards, are you in phase 2, right?
Yes, she's in phase 2.
So we will be doing, I would like to do a face-to-face on the 28th and then have her, so September 28th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. will be her face-to-face with me. And then on October 5th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m., she will return to see the judge by Zoom.
All right, very good. All right, Ms. Edwards, hang in there. You're doing well. You're working the program just as I thought you would be able to. And so you're moving right along. So let's keep going. And this is for everybody because I'm required to mention fines and costs. Everybody start making payments on your fines and costs. I don't want you to get held up by that. So I need everybody to make sure you're doing that. So let the record reflect, I mentioned it.
May I ask a question, Judge?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I heard someone else say something about doing extra community service. Is that something that I may do because I don't have a job?
Well, if you have an income, we usually don't let you do community service. And Ms. Edwards, here's the thing. I'm making a number of exceptions for you because of your medical condition. I'm not going to be able to explain you're doing community service and not paying fines and costs when I'm using, you see what I'm saying? So if you have an income, start making payments, okay?
I appreciate everything you do for me.
Yes, ma'am. Let's do it. All right. Very good. Thank you all for the exception on today. I appreciate both of you. I am excusing you here if you need me, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. There was a traffic matter. Is Mr. Ahmed still on? Mr. Ahmed.
He is, Your Honor, and we are ready when the court is.
Can he turn on his screen for me?
Yes,
Thank
he
you.
can.
Wonderful. I have the following for you. SP 128-2413, counts 1 and 2, and SP 129-24101. Mr. Ahmed, please state your full name for the record.
You're muted, sir. You're muted.
Ahmed.
Thank you and good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Attorney Griffin, this is pretrial. How are we proceeding?
Yes, and good morning again, Your Honor. Herman Griffin appearing on behalf of the defendant, P77169. Your Honor, today's date and time set for pretrial. I spoke to my client. He indicated to me that he wants to set this matter for a bench trial. And I would just ask the court permission to voir dire my client.
Yes, you may.
Sir, do you understand that you have a right to a jury trial in this matter?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Do you understand, you indicate to me that you wanted to waive your right to a jury trial and set this matter for a bench trial where only the judge would decide the facts of the case. Is that still what you want to do, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand that if you waive your right to a jury trial, you can't come back later and say that you want one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, is the court satisfied?
I'm satisfied. I will set the matter for a bench trial. That bench trial will take place on October 30th, 2022, and that will be at 10:45 a.m. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your patience. All right. Do I have a case manager? You are free to leave, Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right. Wonderful. Let's go to Mr. Mott. And then I've asked for the parties to work with Mr. Calamy in a breakout room. Okay, there you go. I see you, Mr. Morgan. Let's go to Mr. Mott. Mr. Mott, I have for you case number Z8058231. Unmute and state your name for me.
Derek Mott.
All right, Mr. Mott, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, very good. Are you working your program, Mr. Mott?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have resumed your testing.
Yes,
All right, you're not taking the medications that you're not supposed to be taking, right?
not taking them.
All
Not
right.
taking them.
And how are you doing with that, Mr. Mott?
I'm coming along.
You coming along? All right. Are you attending your sessions at Pop-Off?
Yes,
How are those sessions going?
nice, okay.
All right. Are you opening up, being honest and frank about your situation so that they are able to assist you?
Yes,
All right. Very good. Do you have any questions for the team today?
no questions.
All right. Mr. Morgan, did you have anything to add as to Mr. Mott?
Mr. Bott, did you speak to Ms. Taylor in the breakout room?
Ms. Warfield.
Yes,
Ms.
Your Honor.
Warfield, I'm sorry.
Myself and Mr. Mott spoke in the breakout room. I reemphasized the importance of him staying compliant with his therapy and group sessions, as well as consistent screening. So I know there was one hiccup due to medical situation that happened that we did speak about, but he knows how often. I'm not sure if you got my chat, Mr. Mott, but due to your condition, Ms. Taylor told me that you are at one time a week to drop. So make sure that you stay consistent with that, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Very good. And that's just for now. All right, Mr. Graham, do you have anything from Pop-Off to add as to Mr. Mott?
Good morning, Your Honor. No, actually, he's staying in compliant in the arena of him making his sessions. I've talked to him a couple of times last week as well, just letting him know that he needs to continue doing what he's doing. But yeah, I don't have any issues with him. I'm hoping to see him tomorrow in group. He did come to the last group meeting in his shoe boot, but he did come. So I just want him to get better, Your Honor. I know that you guys are working hard with him, and I'm hoping that he will see that it's so important for him to be consistent.
And when he's not consistent, Mr. Graham, I'm counting on you to let me know immediately. I'd like to catch it up front so we can, Mr. Mott, you know, we done been around and around, and you know I'm not giving up, right?
Right,
You know I'm not changing my mind, right?
right,
You know I'm not gonna let you go, right?
right,
You know I'm gonna help you work this program, right?
right.
All right, so we have decided we are going to do it. And so let's just make sure we stay on track. And if there's an issue, let the court know immediately, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Anything else as to Mr. Mott?
Nothing.
All right. All right. Ms. Taylor, what would be Mr. Mott's next date?
Mr. Mott will return in 2 weeks on September 28th, 2022 at 8:35.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Mott?
I'm writing it down, September 28th.
Yes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, very good. I need to, are we all set? I see that Ms. Gregory is still on. Ms. Gregory had a few issues, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, and I did speak with Ms. Gregory as well.
All right, are we able to do her case within the next couple of minutes? Or should we?
No, I believe so, because we were just waiting on that confirmation screen, so.
All right, very good. Let's go to Ms. Gregory. I have SP 122-89901. Ms. Gregory, state your full name. Uh-oh, I didn't hear you.
I said, good morning.
Good morning. State your name for me.
Makila Gregory.
All right, Ms. Gregory. All right. I know that we have an issue. There's a test that came back. And so you've had an opportunity to talk to your attorney in the breakout room. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And she explained to you that it's going to be sent out for confirmation, which will let us know what's going on. So I'm not going to address that on today. What I will tell you is that if there is a problem, today is the day to tell me. You can't tell me once I get the confirmation, okay? You can tell me, but it's not gonna really carry a lot of weight.
I'm gonna send all of my medication, a copy of, I mean, not a copy, but a picture of my medications that I take, because I take a bunch of meds.
Okay, all right. All right, very good. So we'll work with that, okay? And see what happens.
Okay.
Other than that, no issues?
No, I paid off all my tickets. So I only have these 2 tickets right here that we are for the 2 tickets I got right here. I paid off everything else.
All right, so you're in good shape?
Mentally, I'm doing okay. Physically, no.
All right. And so I want you to make sure you're following up with your doctor and doing everything you're supposed to do, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Next date for Miss Gregory?
Ms. Gregory, Ms. Gregory will return on September 28th as well at 8:35 a.m.
All right. All right, Ms. Gregory, hang in there. All right, team, I need to disconnect for a moment. Continue to follow up and I'll be back on as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Ms. Gregory, you are free to leave.
Mr. Calamity, you don't have to unmute or anything. We're going to send the judge a text and let her know that I spoke to you and see if we can kind of move forward. Okay. Cool. Thumbs up. All right. So Miss Taylor gonna be handling your case. So you all good to go. All right. So don't leave yet though. But we're doing a few things behind the scenes for you. Okay. Mr. Graham, I believe you're free to leave. We don't have any more of your clients, so
Okay.
You're free to leave. We appreciate your service and
Okay.
all you do for our clients, and we really love your agency over there at Pop Off. So
We appreciate you, Mr. Morgan, and give me a call if you need help.
yes, sir. We definitely will.
Definitely serious. That's a good invite.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Take care.
Yep. Bye now.
Morning. Who's our court clerk for today?
Ms. Wilson.
No, I'm sorry. Not court reporter, court clerk.
Miss Mack is back.
Oh, Miss
She's
Mack. Good morning, Miss Mack. She didn't like that joke when I said it, Mr. Morgan. So, Miss Mack, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hey, it says a 10:30 pretrial. Does that person have an attorney? Do you know? This is Robert Angels.
I thought he did, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember.
Not a problem.
I can't remember. I don't remember. Sorry.
No, it's not a problem. I'm gonna look up the ticket because it's just strange that they put it on the 10:30. Maybe because I'm thinking maybe he has an attorney. They asked for it to be later. So, but I'm gonna look it up now.
Judge may have done that. May have did that that time.
Okay, but I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm just trying to see if I'm supposed to stay for this person who's supposed to be here at 10:30.
It looks like he has retained counsel.
Oh, well, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then, Ms. Mack, we normally do the adjourn the pays. That's at the end, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Mack, I have one more question for you.
Okay, can you call the office by chance?
Of course. Can you give me the number, Ms. Mack?
965-2280.
2280. 965-2280. Okay, calling now. Thank you, Ms. Mack.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Hello?
Morning, sir. What's your name?
Javon Andrews.
Ms. Wilson, when you're available to, if you could put me in a breakout room with their first name, Mujtaba.
Can you go back to number one, Mr. Herman, Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put him in there.
And iPhone, it just says iPhone 2. Sir, if you could just put yourself on mute with the hard hat on.
Mr. Andrews, your case is at 1:30.
Okay.
Hello?
Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Is there any way that you can put myself and Mr. Angelus into a breakout room?
Yes, my court reporter will do that. Ms. Wilson, are you available to do that?
Robert, accept the invite. Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, team, are we ready to proceed?
Yes,
Can-
Your Honor, there's a adjourn to pay case of a client who's here.
Are we ready?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, let's do it. I have adjourned to pay for 10:30. Is that individual on?
He is, Your Honor. I would ask that individual to turn on his camera. Mujtaba. Please turn on your camera. I guess we'd have to just go to the next case then, Your Honor. I'm gonna keep checking him. But
What about Robert Inglis? He had a pretrial today. Robert Inglis.
They may be in a breakout room, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes,
can we?
they are, Judge, and the attorney, he's retained, and they are both in the breakout room right now.
Okay, can we bring them in? All right, counsel, are you ready on Inglis?
Sorry, Judge. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Is your client with you?
Yes, he's right here.
All right, wonderful. I have case number Z8086591 for Robert Inglis, charged with having a BAC .17 or more. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Colin Daniels on behalf of Mr. Robert Angelis, who's also present, and we do consent to holding this hearing via Zoom.
Thank you. Counsel, if you could place where I can see your client and let me have him state his name for the record.
Oh, he's on his own separate phone. You should have a screen for him.
Oh, very good, Mr. Inglis. Let me have you state your name, please. Thank you, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Robert Angelis.
All right, thank you. City attorney on with us. This was a pretrial. Did you all have an opportunity to pre-try the case?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have, Judge. My understanding is that they are offering operating while visibly impaired as a reduced offense. I have had a chance to speak to Mr. Angelis about that and the ramifications of that, and he would like to move forward with a plea to that reduced charge.
All right, very good. Please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I swear, yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down, counsel. You may proceed as to the statutory, as the constitutional rights, and then we'll go to the factual basis.
Mr. Angelis, is it true that you and I went over your trial rights?
Yes, it is.
Do you understand that you have the right to have a jury trial or a bench trial in this matter?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that by entering a plea that you are giving up your right to have a trial in this matter?
Yes, I do.
And by doing so, do you understand that you're giving up your right to remain silent?
Yes, I do.
And that you are giving up your right to call witnesses on your own behalf?
Yes, I do.
And that you're giving up your right to cross-examine the witnesses against you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And you're doing that freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anybody threatened you in order to get you to enter the plea?
No.
Has anybody promised you in order to get you to enter a plea?
No.
As to the plea of operating while visibly impaired, are you entering a plea of guilty?
Yes.
Judge, can I refer to the police report 1 second?
Yes, you may.
Mr. Angelis, on February 5th, 2022, were you in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
Were you operating a motor vehicle at that time?
Yes, I was.
Had you consumed alcohol prior to the operation of that vehicle?
Yes, I did.
How much alcohol had you consumed?
Just a few beers.
Okay. Did that consumption of that alcohol interfere or impair your ability to operate that motor vehicle?
Yes, it did.
Okay. Were you then stopped by the police?
Yes.
And ultimately, did you take a breath test?
Yes.
Was that breath test higher than 0.08, if you remember?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Judge, I think that would satisfy the factual basis.
All right, thank you, counsel. I'll accept the plea. I'm amending the charge to operating while visibly impaired. Your client will have to participate in a pre-sentencing investigation that will be conducted by probation officer Jasmine Brimage. And so we will do that referral. Ms. Mack, if you can make sure that council gets the number from Ms. Brimage to give so that his client can set up that pre-sentence investigation. I generally give 6 weeks for her to get that done. And then your client will return to me for sentencing. Until that time, counsel, I do want your client to refrain from utilizing alcohol, refrain from alcohol. He's going to also test 2 times per week. He'll get a testing site from Ms. Brimage, but you have to test 2 times per week starting immediately. And then you're going to report to see Ms. Brimage. She'll give you a date to report. And you're going to get that PSI completed. You'll come back to me for sentencing. And that sentencing will take place on, we'll do it on Thursday, October, nope, not the 27th. We'll do it on the 31st of October, October 31st, 2022. And we will do it at 10:50 a.m. Okay, counsel? And so Ms. Mack, let's make sure that counsel gets Ms. Brimage's number and she gets that referral for the PSI so we can get that done and do sentencing on the 31st of October. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions for me, counsel?
Judge, I'm just assuming that Mr. Angeles needs to talk to Ms. Brimage today about the testing.
Yes, today.
Okay. Yep. Nothing else.
All right, very good. Thank you so much.
Okay,
I'll
thank
see
you,
you the
Judge.
31st. Please make sure your client has done his 2 weeks of testing, no drinking, and that he has had his PSI done, okay? Because counsel, I generally send people to jail if they come back for sentencing and they have not complied with my order.
Oh, I'll make sure that Mr. Angeles complies with your order.
All right. Very
Thank you,
good.
Judge.
Thank you so much. All right, take care.
You too.
All right. Ms. Taylor, are you ready? Mr. Calamy?
Yes, Judge.
All right, let's do it. I have the following for Dale Calamy, 19059626601, case number 20045400901. Mr. Calamy, please state your full name for me.
Bill Kelly.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Calamy. Good morning, Mr. Calamy.
Morning.
All right, are you ready to work your program?
Yes.
You understand that it's better to work a program than to be in jail, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so Ms. Taylor, what are we doing for Mr. Calamy today?
Mr. Calamy will return to Lake Ridge Village for residential treatment.
And that's up there. Are they gonna pick him up from the jail?
Yes.
All right, and we're not doing a tether, are we?
No.
All right, very good. Mr. Calamy, you understand that you're being ordered to Lake Ridge for assessment and treatment?
Yes.
And you understand that you must stay there until this court releases you. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand that if you walk away, if you leave, that you're going to return to the Wayne County Jail. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, we want to get you some help, Mr. Calamy, but we need your help, okay?
Only thing happened was I got into a verbal argument. That's one.
No, it doesn't matter what happened. If you're breaking the rules at Lake Ridge, they're going to put you out. And if they put you out, you're going to jail, okay?
All right.
All right, so just go there and make sure you follow the rules. Let's do your assessment. Let's get in your treatment so we can get you the assistance that you need, okay?
Yeah.
All right, very good. And so, Ms. Mack, I believe that have you already sent me the order on Mr. Calamy?
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. And so I will sign that order for Lake Ridge to pick Mr. Calamy up today and get him into treatment. Ms. Taylor, when do you want him to come back to see me?
He will return in 2 weeks, which will fall on September 28th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. via Zoom.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Calamy, I'm counting on you to do the right thing, okay? All right, very good. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
When do I leave here?
Hopefully today.
And when do I go to court?
In 2 weeks,
In
2 weeks from today,
On an
on the 28th.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Callamy. Thank you at the Wayne County Jail.
Your Honor, have a great one.
All right, you too. All right. I need to call the remain. Did you have your adjourn to pay ready, Mr. Al Ashur?
Your Honor, I did talk to him. I'm not sure why. I sent him multiple messages on here. I spoke to him in a breakout room. He's asking for time to pay 30 days. I'm not sure why he has not turned on this video, though.
All right.
I'm about to turn it on right now. 1 sec.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're ready now, Your Honor.
All right. I have the following: SX 402-8413, counts 1, 2, and 3. Sir, please state your full name.
Mustafa Al-Ashur.
All right, sir, I gave you time to pay. I gave you the time you asked me for. You weren't able to get it paid?
No,
Okay, what happened?
I was trying to. I just couldn't find a job.
Okay, all right, and so this is what I'll do. I'll give you another 30 days, but sir, you've got to start paying something, okay?
Okay, I got you. I really appreciate it.
All right, very good. So I'm going to adjourn all of this, Miss Mack. I will put it out to, actually, I'm gonna give you a little bit more than 30 days. I'm gonna put this out to October 31st, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you get it paid before that date. I won't be able to give you any additional extensions, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for your patience.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Taylor, I got your message and you indicated, well, you're sending me something. In the courtroom, both tested the lab today. Okay. Oh, okay. Miss, all right, Attorney Warfield, I'll see you.
And I just got this, so let me send it to Attorney Warfield.
Oh, Lord.
I know. Oh, you're gonna say that. All right. I had a hearing scheduled at 8:35 a.m. Did Mr. Aviles Ortiz show up?
He
All
didn't,
right.
Judge, but he does have some cases scheduled for this afternoon at 1:30. I don't know how they got split up, so he may show up at 1:30.
All right. I won't capious him at this time. Let me continue to call the docket and get dates. I have for Karina Coleman, SP 120-1399, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 120-1434, counts 1 and 2. Case number Z808-3371, case number Z390-33046. Miss, she's coming at 1:30 today, is that correct? Or did you get another day for her?
If I can put her on for Friday, the 16th.
All right. So I'll do September 16th, 2022. What time is she coming on? It has to be after my early morning specialty court docket.
I believe you wanted her to physically enter court.
Oh, yes, ma'am. So she needs to come at 8:35 a.m. All right. Thank you. For Augustine Cruz, 210-565-5401. I saw him on this morning. He's doing well.
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, he's doing great.
Wonderful. All right. What's his return to court date?
He will return on September 28th, 2022 at 8:35.
All right. Wonderful. I have for Philip Lee Dorsey, U510-19719, U558-23220, U563-13920, U575-98320, U593-34121, case number 1904-601-401, and U575-98120.
Judge, you adjourned him for next Wednesday, which is September 21st, 2022 at 9:30 a.m.
All right, very good. And hopefully we will have, he'll be stabilized on his meds. We'll have an assessment from the jail. I think that's what we were waiting on. And we'll be able to determine what is the proper placement for Mr. Dorsey. I will let you know, Attorney Clay, this is one of the individuals who would need some intervention from the court with respect to guardianship. He has been with us for some time. And it has been a revolving door. We get him to a facility for a couple of days. He cuts off his tether. He absconds. He goes back to the streets. He's using drugs. He's doing all of those things and some. Additional criminal activity. I think one time he was involved in something and a bullet grazed his head and cleaned out part of his hair, all the way down to his scalp. And so we have a real concern about Mr. Dorsey, not only just his combination of drugs, but the fact that he does not have stable housing, does not have any housing. And he really needs our help. And it has become increasingly difficult to help him because, as you know, when he goes to inpatient treatment, they can't make him stay. So I just want to give you a heads up on that one, should you decide to work with us. He's definitely.
Yes, ma'am. And his first name again, please. And I understand also that this is going to be confidential and I'm not going to share his information, frankly.
Yes.
And until we establish a relationship. Well, not until, but I understand the role here. What's his first name, please?
Philip, middle name Lee, last name Dorsey, and I think he is the 4th.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Okay, let's go to Dominique Light, Z795-7951, Z805-5681, and case number 170-450-9201. How's Miss Light doing?
Ms. Light is doing really well. She's in phase 1 and she is really hit the ground running. She got all of her services set up. She's doing really good.
I love it. All right, wonderful. When is she coming back?
She will also return on September 28th.
All right, at 8:35. Got it. All right. Is that everyone for my morning docket that was scheduled for my morning docket, other than Ms. Thomas, who could have had her case continued on Zoom, but since she hung up, she had to come. Ooh, somebody gonna tell you about that hanging up in the judge's face. It doesn't work well ever. So she had to come in. And so other than those two individuals, and I think Ms. Mathis is in the courtroom as well with a test result.
Yes, ma'am. And I did, before we forget, I went in a breakout room with Mr. Terry Kelly as well. So I don't know if you got dates for him.
Mr. Kelly, yes. I'm sorry, I skipped him. 210-440-0101 for Terry Kelly.
He will also return on September 28th at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. And still doing well, right?
There is some things I have to talk to you about regarding his stay at Elmhurst, but we can talk about that off the record.
Okay, let's make sure we close that circle today. Probably some things we shouldn't talk about on YouTube. Okay, very good. All right, let's do that today. All right, very good. Miss Attorney Warfield, have you had an opportunity to go into a breakout room with either of the two clients that are in the courtroom?
No, Your Honor.
All right, can we make that? Do you want to go in the breakout room? I know Ms. Rogers is here as well. You probably should go in the breakout room, especially to talk to Ms. Mathis and then to talk to Ms. Thomas. Ms. Thomas's attitude is not, she knows that's not going to fly with me. It's just not. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna walk down to the courtroom so she can see me in living color, because I'm not the one.
Okay, not a problem.
So I was gonna say, do you want me to go down there to set up the computers?
Yes, I'll need someone to set up the conference room. Miss, good afternoon, good morning, Miss Rogers.
Morning, Judge.
Ms. Rogers, I'm gonna send you a chat really quickly just to update you on what's going on.
Great, thank you.
And I'll head downstairs.
Your Honor, Ms. Mack is already setting up the conference room.
Oh, wonderful. Then we are all set.
Thank you.
All right. And so I need you to talk with those two individuals, Mr. Griffin, on our traffic matters. We have a 1:30 docket. Are you working with us this afternoon as well?
Your Honor, I believe that Mr. Attorney Dupree is going to be here in the afternoon for the traffic matters.
Okay, all right, very good.
That was the schedule that I received, I believe, yesterday.
All right, and so if you could let Attorney Dupree know to please get on early so we can have our offers and things of that nature, so that, yes, we can be ready to roll.
I'll send him a message now, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Other than that, you are good. I have no other traffic matters scheduled for the morning. So good to see you. Thought you would get rid of us, and we showed you that you can't.
No. That was my decision too, Judge. Good morning to you, Attorney Rogers. It's good to see
Good
everybody.
morning, you too.
I'm not letting you all get rid of me. That was my decision.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I know, we miss you.
Miss you all too. So I'm gonna call Mr. Dupree now, send him a message and let him know to Your Honor, when you say be on early, what time do you want him on? Like maybe like 1:15?
No, maybe like 1:15-ish, and to make sure he has the offers and everything.
Okay, we'll do. I'll send him a message now.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Take care. All right. I think they're going into breakout rooms. I will handle those matters once they are finished. Ms. Coleman is coming on a different day. Did not mark her file. All right. All right, so for the rest of the team, I have those two matters that I need to handle. I'm not really going to cry if I can't handle them this morning. I'm just not. They can be a part of my 1:30 docket. So Ms. Rogers, if you have some things to do, that's fine. But what I will say, Ms. Taylor, is that if I have to put them over to my afternoon docket, they are to remain in custody with me. I'd like to get them done this morning if I can, but I'm on a.
I understand.
Yes, and so, but if we can get them done, if not, it's okay, because at 1:30 we'll be good.
Okay.
Judge, I did have a question. I know it's Miss Mathis. Who's the other person in the courtroom?
Miss Shayna Thomas.
Oh,
And
okay.
update her on what's going on with Miss Thomas.
I'll give you a call really quick, Miss Rogers.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Attorney Clay, I don't know if you want to stick around for the two that's in the breakout room. I'll leave that up to you, okay?
Your Honor, if it pleases the court, I'd like to go ahead and head on downtown.
All right, yes, sir. Thank you so much for observing. It's a crazy morning. I'm pulled in 100 directions this morning. It's usually it's usually hectic, but I'm here and hectic. So
Understood. You should see me in landlord tenant. I literally have 3 devices up. I'm bouncing back and forth. 3 devices, Your Honor. I'm putting stuff on mute, jumping to one cord.
I don't want to see you in landlord tenant. Please don't even put that out in the universe. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Good to see you.
Take
care.
Yes,
all right. Bye-bye.
Another supervision enhancement or thing that we can get is increase the number of contacts we're having, increase the number of.
Excuse me, Judge Holmes,
Yes.
would you be coming to the courtroom or you want me to send the documents for your signature through email?
I'm gonna come down for a few minutes.
Okay.
Yes, for a few minutes. Here I come right now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Warfield,
Yes.
are you, going in the breakout room with Ms. Thomas?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Ms. Wilson, can you, have Ms. Warfield go in the breakout room with Ms. Thomas, please? Thank you.
Did Ms. Mathis come out of the breakout room?
I told her to go back into the main courtroom. So she may have physically got up and walked out. I'm not sure if she exited out on the computer.
Right, she's physically back in here with me, so she may not have left the breakout room. So she still may be in that, it may still say Ms. Mathis in that breakout room.
Okay, Ms. Warfield, can you go back to 3?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Wilson.
You're welcome.
Miss Mac, is Miss Thomas able to go back into the room really quickly? I just have one quick question for her.
Ms. Warfield, the judge is getting information from Ms. Thomas about.
Oh, she's probably getting the same thing I'm needing though, so never mind.
Great minds think alike.
Always. I'm gonna step away for just 1 second, okay?
No
I'll be
problem.
right
Out the hallway, sir.